Hey guys, welcome to another day on the shop. Today we're working on the focus. Alright, so in the last video you saw that we replaced this front bumper with another one from the junkyard. So I still got to do the hood and figure out my clearances for the hood and why this is not fitting correctly. Not sure why yet, but we're going to dive into that. Probably not this video, but another video. But I want to do an oil change and tune-up. So today's video is going to be a tune-up of spark plugs, oil, and air filter. If you don't know how to do that, well, this is your video. Alright, so as you see, I've got a couple things right here. I've got oil filter, whatever those called, windshield wipers, Motorcraft spark plugs, and then an air filter, which is already in there, but I'll show you how to pull that out and put it back in this video. So that's what we're going to get to. Alright, so the first thing you're going to do, get in here and pop your hood. The next thing you're going to do is lift your hood using this. And then dealing with the hood, the last thing is use your hood prop. Alright, so first what we're going to do is we're going to go with these spark plugs. We're going to pop all these coils off and change out these spark plugs just to make sure we're at 0 on the spark plugs, which would be a good idea seeing as this is a 70,000 mile car. Don't know about the engine and don't know the if the spark plugs have ever been changed before. So let's get into those. Alright, so these use an 8mm socket. Alright, and the way to pop these off is they have a little red tab on here on the top. You pull it back and then you press down after you pull it back on the back and it should lift. So we got one. And it looks pretty good. Alright. We're going to keep these in order just to make sure that if we have any issues, we know which one has the issue. There's two. Three. And four. Alright. Next, let's retrieve these spark plugs. Alright, I'm using a 16mm socket. And I'm using my OLSA Tools swivel head ratchet. So, let's take these off. Alright, these are weirdly made plugs. I've never seen like a little electrode with a tip on it like that. But, I mean, a little dirty. Looks a little rich. Not too bad, but might just need some cleaning internally. So, these are Denzos, Iridiums, but I'm swapping back to Motorcraft. So, I should have stock performance with these. So that's what I'm going to get. The electrodes are a little bit different on this one than these, so let's knock these in. And if you want to know what stock number these are, check in the link in the description below and it'll be in there. Alright, so once you're putting these back on, make sure once you press it on here, you push this red clip forward so it makes sure that it locks into place and it can't just be pulled off. Alright, here's where the stock air filter is. It takes an 8mm as well. There are 4 screws. So take it off. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you just whirly do them out. Got that one on the way. Alright, just lift this off, lift that off, pop the filter out, and there you go. Alright, the way you put this back in is whenever it sits in there, it sits in a little groove in the housing. So you got to make sure you put it back in the groove, otherwise this housing won't fit right. It's kind of a pain. You have to work with it and squeeze it up in there. Hey, that's in there. Now this top will sit down right. Alright, so we got the ramps out. We're going to put the ramps up under here. Why do you ask why I'm putting ramps up? Because I got a shop full of things. So we'll put the ramps down and we're going to pull this thing up on the ramps, and that's how we're going to change this oil. So, you heard some squeaking. Well, that squeaking is a pulley, and I need to get in there and figure out which pulley, order it, show y'all how to replace it. Alright, so we're up here. Almost not up here, but we are up here. So, we're up on one side. Pop the hood again, lift the hood again, put your prop up again, boom, done. Alright, so the 2 liter calls for 5 quarts of oil, 4.5, but 5 if you're putting a new oil filter on, because you're going to. So we're going to do that, and we're going to put a quart of Marvel's Mr. Oil in it, and hopefully keep this thing well lubricated and clean and good. We're also going to put some in the fuel system so that the fuel system cleans itself up. Alright, so I popped this little cap. We got that. Now we're going to go up under the car. Alright, so we're up under here. Oh, this is the front of the engine this way. So this is midway back. There's a lot of room back here. You could almost put a turbo back here. But we're not doing that. That has nothing to do with what we're doing. So, right here is a 15mm bolt for the oil pan. So that's what we're going to pop off. And, yeah, drain all this oil out. Hopefully I can get it drained without pouring it everywhere, like normal. Alright, well, most of it's almost all the way out. So I'm going to go ahead and put this plug back in, and then we're going to empty out the oil filter. Alright, let's turn this thing off, even though it looks like it's been busted up. Alright, got my Mobil 1 oil filter. It's full of oil right now. So we're going to go ahead and put it on. Like I said before, all these parts are going to be in the link in the description below. So if you need them, any questions about them, go down there and check it out. Alright, so I'm throwing some Marvel's Mr. Oil in here. It's going to be 20% of the capacity of the oil capacity. So round about what, 1 quart, and then so minus 1 quart from the 5 quarts I've got. So let's get this in there. Alright, so we should be at full capacity. Oh, with that Marvel's Mr. Oil and that 5W20 that goes in here. They call, like I said, for 4.5 quarts. And so you put about 5 quarts total, because you got to put about half a quart in the oil filter. So, looks great to me. Alright, let's reset this light and start her up. Alright, so to reset your oil light, you have to get in the car. Oh, get your keys, put them in, go to accessory mode, not start. Alright, and then we press and hold the brake and the gas at the same time, all the way down. gonna hold it for about 30 seconds. All right, so that's all you got to do to reset your oil light. Now we're just going to start it up. All right, let's sit here for a minute, build some oil pressure. All right, so I hope that helped you with changing your oil, changing your air filter, changing your spark plugs. Remember, all the items used in this video, they're in the link in the description down below. If you have any questions, certainly comment and ask. I'm going to learn this thing. I'm going to have more videos coming up soon to figure out some other things that are wrong with it that need to be replaced, that need to be done. In the last video, you saw me not redo, but I got a different front bumper because this one is not in the greatest shape. So I went to the junkyard and got this one. So it's complete and I like it, and it doesn't have any weird paint on it. I'm going to buff it out and see if I can bring some of this goodness out of it. Got other components for this build as well. And so you need to stay tuned if you have a Ford Focus or have questions about a Ford Focus, because I'm going to have some info for you. Because as long as I have this car, there can be content on it, just like all my other cars. So if you don't like this car, you like something like a Camaro or a Plymouth Laser or a 240SX hatchback or convertible, or the other two out there, which is a GMC 2008 Z71 1500 and a 2008 Ford Expedition. So any questions, comments down below. Check out Instagram. Sign up for some of the giveaways that we do. We do giveaways. Every 250 subscribers right now, we're doing a giveaway. So make sure you subscribe and then go to Instagram. Find a giveaway. Get in it, because you can win. It's not difficult. So thanks again for watching. Till next time.